and welcome to Love Island. On a night where one more celebrity faces the boot.
Yesterday, the Greco was the second celebrity to leave the island, and tonight someone else goes. It is entirely up to you to save your fave, and the phone lines are open now.
But while Michael was on his way out, someone else was back in. Yesterday, bad boy Paul was given a second chance.
Yes, he was. He was allowed back into the resort after telling us he was very, very sorry. Clearly, he's learning his lesson. Last time he told us he was only very sorry. The time before that, he was just sorry. And the time before that, he told us to stick it up our arses. So I think that's progress.
I think so. OK, so as Paul walked back in, some greeted him with open arms, some with open mouths, and some with open hostility.
Thank you, God. Paul also informing us there that patience is a virtue, which must make getting pissed as a fart, trying it on with anything in a bikini, and then having to go at a bouncer twice your size a vice. Wise words there from Paul.
Yeah, and you always know if you're in trouble with somebody, they're going to be really, really, really nice to you.
Just like that, through your teeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, OK. And Callum, been surprisingly cynical there, Kelly, when Paul says he's given up drinking, he's a changed man. It's almost as if he's heard that somewhere before.
Yeah, maybe. So Paul gets to stay, but someone else wasn't quite so lucky.
So Michael kind of accusing Rebecca there of playing games to try to win your vote, which is frankly ridiculous.
Yeah, as if she'd do that.
As if she'd do that. And you can see Rebecca pulling Callum into the toilets and revealing more about the Beckhams at the same time next week, just before you decide who leaves.
Oh, yeah. Oh, convenient that. Now, I think he did really well on the show. I mean, he managed to keep his integrity, even while doing yoga in his pants.
Always difficult.
You'd know. But one of the first things Michael would miss was the opportunity for a lads' trip off the island. It was Saturday and time for another singles decider.
I thought nobody saw me do.
I'm just amazed that Callum thought he was only in the bathroom with Rebecca for 8 minutes. It was 18 minutes.
Yeah, of course, he was secretly delighted that it actually lasted twice as long as he thought he did while he was cleaning the bathroom, because that's obviously what they were doing.
Yeah, of course.
There's nothing else going on there.
But he was less pleased when he had to deliver some bad news to the others later on that day.
Yes, Lee, it's rubbish. We come on your island, put cameras all over the place, then start letting the public vote you out of your own home. We should be ashamed of ourselves, Kelly.
I think they're on holiday.
Yeah. OK, so let's have a look inside Lee's house.
Well, voting someone else out might be rubbish, it might be bad news, but we're going to do it anyway. So if you don't want your favourite catching the next plane home, then get calling.
To keep Abby red button, you'll find out who's going later and who's coming. Welcome back to Love Island. At the moment, we have 10 celebs in there, but by the end of the show, you'll have knocked that down to 9.
Because for the second day running, someone has to go. And surprisingly, they're not happy about it. No, they're not happy at all.
Still, it's not going to stop them begging to stay, and now the boys are finally on their knees, Kelly.
Are they? Well, it's obvious they're all having a great time, and that's why occasionally we like to make them do something completely, well, awful.
Exactly. So after today's singles trip decider, we gave them a terrible day out, something that would make it almost impossible for Abby to take her top off.
Yeah, almost. Go.
What, one of those?
Yeah, looks like a scene from Sex and the City or something.
Yeah, it does. The scene where Samantha goes into the toilets with Callum and denies that she gave him a... yeah, Rebecca there sticking to the story that nothing happened in the toilets, but clearly the girls refusing to swallow that one.
Oh,
quite
dear.
right.
So despite a morning spent gutting fish, I think the girls looked like they were having a great time. I'm only guessing, but I think they might have had a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
Just a few.
Just the odd one or two, and it's lucky they did, because back at the resort we decided to call last orders. Many of you, of course, may be wondering how could Paul make himself even less popular with Fran. There you go. Easy.
Yeah, not in a good mood, was he? But they've got more to worry about than not getting drunk. Paradise can have its pitfalls. Welcome back to Love Island, where you're about to evict one more celebrity, and if we don't start serving drink again soon, they'll be queuing up to leave.
As will I. But the girls are surviving better without the drink than the lads, and they're still keen to stay. So there you go. Do you want to separate Rebecca and Callum? If you don't, then pick up the phone. If you do, then pick up a bucket of cold water. It is very, very close, by the way.
Is it?
You were just hearing it is very, very close at the bottom. So if you don't want your favourite to leave, you do have to pick up the phone right now.
But they're not the only possible couple getting it together. Now it looks like Isabella is going to help Paul through what could be his hardest time on the island. This is beautiful.
Aye?
Beautiful.
That relationship has definitely moved on. She's starting to give him little gifts and spending tender moments with him. And he's stopped going straight for her ditties. It's beautiful.
Yeah, good start anyway. But with the news that someone else would be leaving came the speculation that new contestants might be entering the resort. Surely not.
Can you imagine? That would just be wrong to introduce someone else at this stage.
Absolutely.
My God.
It'd be wrong, it'd be unfair and completely out of order. That's why tomorrow's guests are arriving.
Yes. And let's just see how wrong Paul thinks it is after he meets his new roommate. Did she just say things were going to develop into another orgy?
Yeah, another?
That means she's had one.
Maybe, Patrick. Should we have a look at them?
Yes, let's have a look at the
Let's
orgy.
have a look.
Group hug is beautiful. Okay. Someone is going to be going. Who is going to be staying here to meet the gorgeous Nikki? That is entirely down to you.
You'll definitely be here.
I'll be here, definitely waiting.
Okay, so this is your last chance to vote to keep...
You've only got a few minutes to vote. After the break, we'll be heading into the resort to deliver your verdict. Get on the phone to save a celeb. We'll see you after these.
Welcome back to Love Island.
Okay, we are on our way in to reveal who will be following Michael Greco out of Love Island. Good morning, troops. How are we?
Hello. You're feeling a bit sick? Yeah. I bet you are.
Well, we can tell you that the public have been voting since the start of the show, and someone has to go once again. Okay?
Here we go.
All set?
Go. Yeah.
The first person tonight, the viewers.
Thank you.
Okay, the next person to...
Okay, remember Rebecca in the bottom two yesterday, but saved.
Oh my God.
Abby.
Oh my God. Thank you.
Well done,
Have you
Jane.
got the moon now?
Okay,
Good luck, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Isabella or Dwayne, you know the drill by now. One of you will be saved, one of you will be walking out of here. For Isabella, you're saved.
Oh my God.
Down on the jetty, we'll give you a few moments to say your goodbyes, okay?
I'll see you later, yeah? See you later.
The dressing gown, fella.
You haven't taken that dressing gown off,
Oh,
have you?
I do like the dressing
You
gown.
want a souvenir?
Yeah.
There have been some highlights and some lowlights. Check this.
Point that you had a crush on Jane. It says something about liking Jane.
Just for you at all. Now, over the last, couple of weeks, we've seen you sort of as the father figure, the calm and influence.
What are you going to miss the most, do you think?
Do you think that's genuine from an insider's point of view? Because we kind of feel it. And one final thing that we need to know is, what do you have underneath the dressing gown? Because I've seen you wondering about this. Can you just show the British public what is actually under the dressing gown? That's disappointing.
Great six-pack.
Yeah, no, it is.
How disappointing is that, Patrick?
Your boat is down there.
That's a...
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
They're
it's
waving, you're waving. It's time to say
20 days
goodbye.
and now